Start recording. So, welcome to our Team Living Fit Team Machine new coach kickoff call. So, welcome everybody. What an exciting time. Let me make Letty the co host because the Wi Fi here sometimes I'm in the middle of the woods. So, I'm going to make you the host. Okay, just in case. So, we do our team calls together, and I know both of us really, really love our new coach kickoff calls because I don't know, they're just so exciting because being new is so awesome and because it reminds us of when we were new and 7 years later to see what is possible. And I know where you're sitting right now, it's probably not a clear picture yet, but man, it's so exciting. Like, it's so exciting to be new. And what I was saying before I hit record was that what an exciting time to become a coach. We have our brand new 9-week control freak program. Once people start seeing you do it, they're just going to want to join you. Customers can join starting on Monday, the 21st. And I have a feeling that this program is going to be a program that's going to carry, I know, my business for a long time. And I'm really, really excited about that because I love the program. And while I do every program, Letty does too, there's always like that soulmate program. There's always one that you just always go back to. And for me, maybe different for Letty, but for me, this is like my soul pro. And Letty and I both got to do this together in not only the test group, but we both got to be in the videos. So she's in the podcast and I'm in the videos. And we got to do this every single day together. So it's so special to us. So with that being said, I'll kick it over to Letty to kick off our call.
Let's do this. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our teams, like Tanya was saying. Okay, so I'm sharing this, and I'm going to make sure I can see show video panel. All right, so let's kick this off. This call is to help launch your fitness business. Obviously, you guys have decided to make the leap and join our team, and that's super exciting, like Tanya was saying. And so this call is for us to guide you. Basically, the way Tanya and I have had so much success, and we're here where we are now 7 years later, is by following exactly what we're going to share with you all. And like Tanya said, maybe you signed up and right now you're like really excited to start 9-week control freak, and maybe you're not even sure if you're ever going to work the business. But if you do, we're going to give you the tools so that you have them ready. So if and when you decide, hey, like I'm loving this, and why not make an extra income from sharing what I love, this is what we were told to do in the beginning that helped us have initial success and what drove our business to where we are now and what we still do. That's one thing that I love about this business is that it's not complicated. It's simple. Now that's not to be confused with easy, because it is a lot of hard work that goes into what we do. And we wouldn't be here 7 years later. Tanya and I didn't hustle our butts off, but it can be simple and it can be very duplicatable. So what we want you to keep in mind before we even get started is we want to challenge your mindset. Instead of thinking of this as overwhelming, think of this as an exciting new journey, because that is what this is. And like anything else in life that we embark on that is new, in the beginning it can seem overwhelming or like a lot of information, but we just want you to take a deep breath, because what we will share tonight is you're going to here from now until the end of time. So there's no need to have to that you need to remember all of this. We're all going to repeat this forever and ever and ever. So let's get started. All right. So this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. And it's what our job is as Beachbody coaches. And like I said, it's simple. We get to know the products. If this is your first time that you are a BOD member, like you're going to get to know and love 9-week control freak, or maybe you have already done some of our programs, like that is our number one job. So I hope that makes you feel at ease, because we all signed up to be a coach to work on the best version of ourselves. Like the rest, like the business side of it and all the other stuff, that falls into place. But when we get to know and love these products, like that is our number one job. Get to know and love the products. That's number 2. 3 is we tell people about the products. So you obviously follow myself or Tanya or one of our coaches on our teams. And that's how you knew about 9-week control freak. And I keep saying that because I assume that's probably what everybody signed up for, or whatever the program that you signed up for. That's how you know that you can join us and what we're doing, because we are very vocal, because these products have changed our lives. And so it's just like anything else in life that you love and you want to share with others. That's what you now want to start to duplicate in your own social media with time. And you start with where you're at and what you're comfortable sharing with time. And the more that you practice, just like anything else, you're going to get more comfortable in social media. I know that might seem like far off right now, but trust me, you will. And the more you share, the more you genuinely share. That's the key word with this, is genuinely share, because people can like see your excitement, hear it. It shines through when we're just genuinely so dang excited about something. Number 4 is that we help people change their lives with these products. It's like a pay it forward thing, which I love. I signed up 7 years ago because yes, I wanted to get healthier, happier, stronger, live a more positive life. And then also I wasn't opposed to making a little extra income. I was a full-time teacher at the time, and extra income was godsend. Anything would have been super helpful by then. And so that started to change my life. And then I paid it forward and I started to share this with others, and then they start to share with others, and so forth and so on. It's a pay it forward kind of movement, which I absolutely love. And then number 5 is tell those people they can help others change their lives by signing coaches. Like, we start to build a team. I started Team Living Fit with 1, which was myself. Tanya started Team Machine with 1. It was herself. And now 7 years later, like, we've added new coaches and coaches. And now we have a massive team, and that team is helping so many people. So I would say that alone we can help, we can only do so much, but with a team, like, we can just truly move mountains. And showing up for you is what motivates others around you to do the same. Again, whoever you follow on social media that inspired you to join, it's probably because they're consistent. They show up every day in the good, the bad. And now, again, you want to duplicate the same, because what inspired you to join us, now you want to do the same with your own voice and your own story and be uniquely and amazingly you. But now you want to do that for others, because now you want to help inspire others. And like I said, maybe that seems far off right now, but it does start to happen. And it starts to happen by just simply being consistent in your own journey, showing up every day, letting people see that you show up when you're in a good mood, when you're in a bad mood, when you're motivated, when you're not motivated, when the baby's like, we just show up every single dang day, and we do our best to put our best foot forward, and that is what inspires others. And now you want to start to do the same.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay, good. Sometimes these AirPods, I don't know. Okay, so resources. There is no shortage of resources when you become a coach. In fact, you may even find that there are too many things to look up. And so here's the thing. You'll never learn this business in one call. You'll never learn it in a week, in a month. It just takes time, but it's really not complicated what we do. It takes a lot of hard effort, but it's really simple work. And to keep it really simple, our job is to work on ourselves first, like Letty was just saying, work on ourselves first, get results in whatever way that comes. It doesn't mean just, what you look like or your physical change, right? I mean, there's so much more. I think of anything, I've had like the most change in my mindset. And you work on that, and then you reach out to others and ask them to do that too, or ask them to join you, or reach out and let them know that you have a group that you'd like them to join, or a new workout program that you want them to try with you. And that's it. That's really it. And then just remember, you always hear that the power of 3, which we'll get to. Helping 3 customers or sign up 3 new coaches, whichever combination, as a new coach and as a veteran coach, that is always what you aim for every single month. So 3 new people a month. Just keep that in the back of your mind, that is what everybody aims for, 3 people a month. So when you're looking for resources, this business is kind of like learn as you go. And because there's no possible way to keep everything retained in your head, when you could just go look it up. You can look it up in your coach office in the FAQ. You have our Facebook team pages where you'll probably get an answer quicker. I mean, Letty and I do this full time, so we're on our pages. But in case we're not, there are so many other coaches on there that would be, you know, that are quick to answer your questions. So that's always a great resource. If you type coachfaq.com, you'll also get the Beachbody FAQ. Or you can do what we all do in life, is we Google everything. We Google everything. And so once I've exhausted all options, if I still can't find the answer, then I'll ask. And let me see, I just saw Morgan's question. Oh yeah, doesn't matter, customer or coach. And the reason why is because you will achieve what we call Success Club, which you've already achieved. Congratulations. And it's because you earn 2 points for signing people up with the challenge pack, whether they're a customer or coach. And so if you do that with 3 people, you'll hit the minimum, which is 5 points, but you'll hit 6 points because it's 2 points a person, which we'll get to. But yeah, great question. Doesn't matter if they're a customer or coach. Letty and I always upgrade or give people the option to do the coaching because it's just a better deal. I don't decide for them, but I don't hold back. We don't hold back because it's not being pushy. It's not being salesy. I'm not trying to get them to do something that I wouldn't do. I just want to offer them a better deal because moving forward, all of their products are 25% off. And why not earn some extra cash, especially now, right? And we've got this brand new program. So I always say, are you sure? I always say, do you want to upgrade to our coach account? And here is why. Or this is how I got started. So this is how I'm getting everybody started. Super simple. But anyway, so that's that. And we have our Team Beachbody does national wake up calls every Monday at the same time, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And they're always on a Facebook page that you should join if you don't already belong to it. It's called TBB, as in Team Beachbody, Coach 411, TBB Coach 411. And that's where all the calls are. That's where all the information that Beachbody corporate gives out to us. Also, you want to join Beachbody Champions. That's a great training page. And if you don't catch the call live, then you can always go back and watch the recording. They're always pinned there. And then I say this every dang month. We need to update these slides. But our Tuesday nights are our team calls at this same exact time, which is an hour earlier than it says there. So, but for future reference, the best way to always find call information, because sometimes they do change and we'll try to remind you, but typically they're always Tuesday at this time, is if you check our events tab in our Facebook pages. That's where we put everything, including links. So that is the best way. And those are your resources.
Whoops. Okay. There I am. Sorry. Okay, so I kind of already went over this a little bit, but so I'll just quickly go through these. These are our vital behaviors. Like I said in the beginning, Tanya, this is what literally Tanya and I built our business by doing. Our upline, Danielle Natoni, told us, you're going to do this from now until the end of time, consistently every single day. And that's exactly what we did. And here we are. And so now you're going to do the same. And they're vital because without one of these, your business won't grow. Okay, so number one, be proof the products work. I already talked about that. Doing your workout, drinking your supplements, and then documenting them on social media so you can take people on their journey with you. Odds are you probably followed one of us for maybe a really long time or maybe a short time. I'm not sure. I know I have people, because now I've been in this 7 years, I now have people reach out to me and say, I've been following you for years. And the reason why they finally decide to make the leap is because I showed up every single day, and every single new program that I start, I always take people on the journey with me because people love to see that. And it doesn't have to be, we're not talking about having like a chiseled, perfect body, whatever that is. It's honestly just showing that you are making progress with these products, whether that's scale or non-scale victories. I think those non-scale victories, like saying you can now do push-ups on your toes versus you used to do them on your knees, or you ran your first 5K, or like just think of all these amazing things that our bodies start to be able to do that, I think relates and connects more with people more than like a number on the scale. So share all like the victories and be proof that these products work, which you will start to do that, because honestly, that's really what draws people to like want to follow you more and be inspired by you, and then eventually make the leap to also use BOD and use our supplements because they see you loving them and you changing physically, emotionally, and mentally because of these products, and they're going to want the same thing. 2, sharing, connecting, inviting, and then following up forever and ever and ever. Once you start to share this journey on social media and in real life, I know that's not a lot going on right now, but people will start to, you'll start to reach out to people and ask if they want to embark on this journey with you. Like, think of all the people that you want to share this gift with, which is like your closest friends, your families, your coworkers, and you're going to want to share this gift with them, and then you're going to want to follow up. And we have more trainings on this, but that's a huge part of how we grow our business and how we invite people to do this with us, by talking and sharing and inviting, and then you follow up with them over and over again. Number 3 is personal development. I am huge on that. We are all huge on this. I can always tell, I know whenever I have a coach reach out to me and she's struggling for whatever reason, I always ask, what are you doing for personal development, mindset, empowerment? And it's growing your mindset and strengthening your mindset is important for anything that you do in life, but especially for our business. Like, you're going to be putting yourself out on social media. You're going to be told no, like not every single person is going to want to join this with you. And so it requires a lot of like mental strength. And it just, when you work on your mindset, you become a better version of yourself. And that goes hand in hand with, we're going to want to show like physical improvement, progress, but also, like I said, mental and emotional too. And we all have limiting beliefs. I know I had a ton more 7 years ago when I first started. Like, I was super shy and I was scared of what people were going to say about me. But with doing personal development, reading books like You Are a Badass and the 5-second rule helped me to overcome those limiting beliefs. Because when you overcome those limiting beliefs, like, success is on the other side of those limiting beliefs and of fear. And we all have things that we can work on. So that's why it's super important. And I encourage you, when you do start to do personal development, choose something that is very personal to you, whatever it is that you are battling with in your business, or also maybe like in your health and fitness journey, whether it be like emotional eating or whatever the, fill in the blank here. There's something out there, but we promise you that you start to help your mindset at least 10 minutes a day, like, your life starts to change and your business will start to grow and you just become a better mama, partner, everything, all aspects of your life. And number 4 is recognition. That one's a huge one. You see Tanya and our coaches, we love to shout out and recognize, because that is one of our jobs, is to be like each other's cheerleaders and just uplift and motivate and encourage others. And so you will start to do that once you also start to grow your team or start to help people in our challenge groups, in our boot camps. But you can definitely start to do that with just recognizing each other once you are in the BOD group, in the challenge group. So those are our 4 vital behaviors, like I said, and we just repeat these day in and day out. And that's what really starts to like pump that well, which is your business. And eventually, like, the water starts to flow. But you always want to make sure that you hit on these 4 every single day so that you can start to grow your business.
Okay, so here is the Big Baddie Success Club. So that's what I was touching on just a few minutes ago. This is huge, huge, huge in our business. This is something that every single coach makes as their first priority, other than working on themselves. Their first priority as a new coach or as a veteran coach. And it doesn't mean that if you don't hit it one month, that you're not going to be successful. Our upline coach, Danielle Natoni, has an incredible, thriving Beachbody business. She's 10 years in now, and she is well into her 7 figures. Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success or income, but when she first started, her first 10 months, she never hit this, what we call Success Club. She never did. And one day she made the decision that she was going to make this a non-negotiable, a no matter what goal. And she did, and now she's like over 100 months in Success Club and has a thriving business. You hit Success Club, you will have a successful business. You don't hit Success Club, you aim to hit it the next month. You fall off, you get right back on. And that's it. So how do you earn Success Club? You earn that by helping 3 people or getting 5 points. I really wish they would make that 6. Well, anyway, it gets confusing because you get 2 points for everything. There's like this one crazy elusive 1 point that I'll explain, but nope. Sometimes I have an odd number and I never understand how that happens, but I'll tell you why here. So for every new customer or new coach that you sign up with either a challenge pack or completion pack, doesn't matter which one, or Shakeology on what we say HD, home direct or monthly auto ship, or our performance stack, which is energize and recover in the same order every month. All of those give you as their coach 2 points every month. So every month you aim to help 3 new people. Okay. And you can get 1 point if your customer or new coach orders a combination of supplements that equal 90 PV. PV stands for personal volume, and you're going to see that all over the place. So your Shakeology or your performance stack that you ordered will give you yourself 90 PV every month. To stay active, you need at least 50, but your supplements are going to cover that. Anyway, so let's say somebody gets Energized, beach bars, and I don't know, Hydrate in one order. I don't even know if that's 90, but let's just pretend that it is. Then that gives you 1 point. So we make it easy. We say, get everyone started on a total solution package. It is the best deal, which is a completion pack or challenge pack. And then that gives you 2 points. So 3 people gives you 6 months. Gives you 6 points. If you achieve Success Club in any 3 months in your first 6 months, so any 3 months, it could be your first 3 months, it could be every other month in your first 6 months. So December, I think December is your grace period if you just signed up. So January, February, March, April, May. Thanks, Letty. If you hit that, you will earn what's called Success Starters. And as of now, what you earn with Success Starters, and this is huge because Letty and I both have had a ton of our coaches hit it all year long this year. You earn a free ticket to our Coach Summit, which is our big annual event, if we have it. But you'll get your free ticket to Summit. And I say that because who knows what's happening with the world. You also earn the official title Success Starter, but also you will earn your official spot in a coach test group for a brand new product that hasn't even launched yet. That is huge for your business. I know that's when Letty's business completely took off when she was in the Shift Shop test group. We have a lot of our coaches that have done all the test groups this year, and it has made a huge impact on their business by having this early access to the program. So that is huge. And then what we'll show you on the next slide, and Letty will break it down, is if you do focus on just 3 people a month Success Club, not only are you earning income from signing up new people or getting new people enrolled in your group or with a challenge pack, but the people that you signed up last month, when their supplements reorder the next month, you're earning commission from that. So it just compounds, and you're going to see how in your first 3 months by hitting Success Club, you can earn almost $800.
Whoop! Yeah, like Tanya said, we had a ton of our coaches enter in and trust me, it's such an honor when you get chosen because it's all run by corporate, and then you have you're working closely with the trainer who's creating that program. So it's a huge deal to be a Success Starter. So we want you all to aim for that, and it's totally doable, totally possible, especially with 9 Week Control Freak and the new year coming. Like Tanya said, you couldn't have chosen a better time to join our team. It's just going to be so exciting. Okay, so let's talk money. So I know we all joined to be the best versions of ourselves. Yes, we're going to do that. But then also, why not make an extra income doing what we're already going to be doing anyways, which is working on ourselves and sharing this with others. So month 1, we earn 25% commission from anything that we help someone connect with, anything. But let's talk challenge packs. And like Tanya said, each challenge pack or completion pack, challenge pack is BOD plus supplements. completion pack is supplements because the person already has bought. Anyways, each one is worth 2 Success Club points. And so when you help at least three each month, like Tanya said, you earn Success Club, but you also earn income. So this is what it's looked like. And this is just like an average. So to make math easy. So each challenge pack or completion pack, you're going to earn anywhere from like $40 to like $60, depending on how much that pack costs. So let's just say that month 1, December, or January, whatever you choose to be your month 1, you help 3 people connect with the 9-week Control Freak Challenge Pack. You earn $150. And look at this as you earn back your investment. I know when my upline told me that 7 years ago, broke teacher in 6 figures of debt, living paycheck to paycheck, I was like, wait, what? I can earn back my commission? And she also worded it as like, think of it, if you earn like $150 a month, as you drinking Shakeology or now the Performance Stack for free. Like you earn enough. I was like, and again, that was huge incentive for me at the time and still now. But so you help 3 people, that's $150 that you earn in your first month. Month 2, you help another 3 people, and now you have his Success Club 2 consecutive months. So you earned another $150 from commission. And the 3 people in your previous month, when they stay on Shakeology or any supplements and they have them on home direct, meaning auto ship, we earn residual income. So now not only are you earning commission from your 3 new customers, you also earn commission from your 3 customers the previous month. You earn the retail commission. So now you're looking at about $246. Month 3, you're gonna help another 3 new people, and now you've achieved success starters. And another $150 plus the retail commission from your 2 previous months. And that month you look at about almost $400. When you total the 3 months, that's almost $800 for 3 months. Like, we just want you to think about what that could mean for you and your family, and like what you could, like what that can help with. Again, I know for me back 7 years ago, this was huge. And like, I did this business because number 1 for me, and then number 2 to help people. But I guess a really nice perk, I got to earn an income and help and make ends meet while I was only getting paid once a month as a teacher. And it was just godsend, and it was just a huge blessing that what I got to do helped me earn income. Like, it's a really nice side perk. So we just want you to understand like the possibility, and that you can earn an income doing what we do and doing what you're going to start to do. Like, the possibilities is there and it's endless. And so this is kind of like a little snapshot of what it can look like. And I always tell my new coaches, like, I love it whenever I get messages from my new coaches, like, I earned my first paycheck. And I always say this: there is a lot more where that came from, because there really is. When you work really hard on yourself and you share this and you invite people and you genuinely want to help others, like your heart is in the right place, the income falls into place, the ranks fall into place, like the accolades and the accomplishments fall into place.
I always get so excited when we get to talk about what you can earn with this business. And just kind of piggybacking on what Letty said, so what we showed you was an example of just straight customers, right? If you were signing up customers. Because, and the reason why I say this is I know we have some new coaches on who have already signed new coaches. So I just kind of want to explain the difference in how you earn income from them after month 1. So customers, you always earn 25% commission off of everything. But when you sign a coach, you get the commission from the initial package. But in month 2, instead of receiving commission from their order, all of their orders and what they sell becomes volume in what we call, like, it's called team volume. So it's like your bank account that's waiting to get cashed out in what we call team cycle bonus, which you are eligible for once you advance to Emerald. So that's not what this call is about. But what I want to explain to you is that when you sign up coaches, after the initial month, what you earn from them is volume. What you earn from customers is commission. I prefer to earn volume because over time, it adds up to a whole lot. In fact, both Letty and I think 10% of our business, 10% of our income is retail commission. Everything else is volume from what our team generates and what their team generates and what their team generates. So the more people that are on our team, the more volume, the more income to be cashed out on. So that's the difference, in case like you come to month 2 and you're like, wait, their order, you'll see it in your team volume. And when we get to our team call, which we'll schedule it for January on Emerald and above, we'll explain all of that. But you can always go in your coach office and look how to earn income through that. Okay, so on top of everything that we just told you, you also earn free vacations. And Benjamin, my son, sorry. We are hoping and praying, but I don't know, that this year's trip, which is in March, or next year's trip, is in Mexico. It's in Cancun. You earn free vacations for yourself and a guest. So whoever you want to bring, it's all inclusive. It's paid for completely. You are just responsible for getting there. That's it. So you get to the destination and everything else is taken care of for, I think it's like 4 or 5 days. Every single point that you earn, Success Club points, goes towards your trip. So it's worth every point you earn from the beginning of the year till the end of the year. You will earn $5 towards the trip. I think you have to earn $1,000 trip dollars, but over the year. So it's $5 for every point. You don't have to keep track of any of this. They keep track of it, and they'll send you quarterly statements. If you hit Success Club that month, then all of your points, let's say you have 6 points, instead of being worth $5 a point, it's worth $10 a point. So it really does add up, and you earn free trips. And there's more info in your coach office under Success Club trip. And we just hope that we get to go, because these are our favorite. It's not like, even though it's a work trip, it's not. We really just go and have the best time. This was from our last one. I'll say 2 years ago, because last year's got canceled. So this was before that, and that was on a cruise. And we just had the best time. And this is something that is just, you earn it through Success Club points.
Okay, let's start now. Let's talk about how you're going to earn Success Club and Success Starters and start to earn an income and start to help others. And that's by you first committing to your challenge group. So I know Tanya and I use the word boot camp groups, but challenge group, boot camp, accountability group, support groups, all the same thing. But you're going to start first, obviously, and you're going to rock that and rock your own journey and then share that. And then you're going to invite others to join. So Tanya and I, what we do with our new coaches is that we invite you to basically like help host our groups, because we know that in the beginning it's all new or whatever, but so you are in our group and you invite your people to join our group. Now, I do think it's important that after like 2 or 3 months or whatever, you start to run your own bod groups, because it's so special to be able to have like that connection with your own challengers in a smaller, more intimate group. In fact, I miss that. I miss having smaller, more intimate groups. And now like that our businesses are big, like blessing, and our groups are big, but there is something really special about having those first small groups. And so what we do is, like it says right here, you can either host your own group. And I have coaches that like, they're like, no, I'm good. Like, I'll be in your group because I want to see you, how you run them. But I also want to start my own on my own for the very first time. I'm like, yes, you go, girl. Like, do whatever works best for you. But if you want to add people to ours, you're totally welcome to do that. And so that way, the only responsibility you have is to work really hard on yourself and then bring others. And then you can watch how we run our groups. You can see how fun and simple they are. And like, really, there's not really much to them other than like you show up and then we're supporting and offering resources and tools. And there's a lot of this that we get, what we share from our back office. And you'll find that under Grow My Business, shareable tools and media, and there will be challenge group guides. Like for right now, the 9-week control free guide is there. The guide, it gives you 1 post a day to share in your challenge group, and they're really good guides. These are created by our corporate office. They have videos from like Autumn. I'm saying that because it's 9-week control freak and all things 9-week control freak related. So it's nothing that we like create on our own. It's tools that we either find in the back office or that we purchase from someone else to use those. This one says you don't need a degree in coaching to know how to run a group. Like I said, you'll see once you are in ours, just like how fun and easy they are. Oh, here's use challenge group guides in your online office. And your number one job is to show up and lead by example. Now, if you do decide to add people to our groups, that's great. You want to also be very present in the groups, because your people, they don't know us, they know you. And so they want to see you in there also showing up and encouraging them, help answer questions if you have any, or maybe tag them in the post so that they don't miss any new posts. Like, be active in there so that they know that you are in there just as active as they are, and they see you check in so that they also get inspired to check in, because they're going to be put in a group with other women, like maybe me and Tanya, that maybe they don't know. And so what we do is, anytime we're going to host a group, Tanya and I, we choose a Monday as a start date. And usually it's like the beginning of the month, but it doesn't always work that way. You decide whenever you want to start your own group. Like, there's no really wrong or right time to start one. Tanya and I just kind of like choose a date. Like, for example, I've chosen January 11th to start my first 9-week control-free group, just because of the holidays and shipping and all of that. And so you decide on a theme and a program. Both Tanya and I know my groups, I have open groups, meaning that people can choose whatever program they want to do. Most of the people coming in are going to be doing 9-week control freak, because most people want to do what you're doing. Most people get excited to see what you're doing, but there is like an odd chance that someone's like, well, I'm not ready for 9-week control freak. Do you have a more beginner program? I actually had that question. I'm like, absolutely. Because with BOD, they'll have access to every single program created by Beachbody. So maybe they want to start in 21-day fix. That's great. They'll still be in the same group. Now says my Challenger Tracker app, but Facebook, they're now run on BOD groups. And BOD groups is so cool. It makes it so easy. And we have videos on how to start your own, how to create your BOD group and how to add files to it. Like all of this, there's trainings on it in the back office, also in our team pages. But what we do is we choose a start date, and then we breadcrumb 3 weeks prior. And breadcrumbs really means we just start to hype it up. And I know when I'm getting ready to start one, I'm like, hey, like enrollment is open for my next group. This is the program that most people will be doing. And then I let them know this is what you get a year of BOD, like just basically start to hype it up and get excited and answer questions and send invites, work behind the scenes. You are also reaching out to people that you think would love to be in your group. So we start to do that 3 weeks before, so that we give people time to, first, it gives us time to invite and share and do all the hype on our social media and have the conversations, go back and forth, send the challenge pack options, and use share a cart to send out the links. But also we do that so that it gives them time to order and receive it by the start date. But what's great with BOD now is that even if they don't get their packet in time, they already have access, virtual access to the workouts. They have digital access to the meal plans, to the workout calendars, which makes it so much easier. Really, the only thing they're waiting for, I know with 9-week control freak, it's going to be so different because they need the equipment. So, but if it's any other program, like they can really get started, but not with control freak. Anyways. And so that's why it's important. So a week before we open up the group, or we add them to the group, since it's an ongoing group. Tanya and I have ongoing groups, meaning we keep the same group and we just add people throughout each month. I used to, back in the day, close out a group, open in a new one, close one, open, and it just became too much work. And my challengers actually love to stay in the same group because they build a connection and like a relationship with each other. And so we just have one huge ongoing group that we're constantly adding people to. We do change the themes monthly. And then every time we start a new program, that also changes. But a week before our start date, so I'm going to use myself for example, January 11th, that's going to be day 1 for myself and my challengers. So a week before, January 4th, we're going to start what's prep week. And prep week, it's also in the challenge group guides, which is awesome. Like Beachbody gives us a week of prep week, and that's going to be probably a video of Autumn showing how to install the door and everything, like prep week stuff, and also diving into the meal plans with 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, all of that. So we start prep week a week before, and then the next week officially day one. So that's why it does take planning and strategizing. And as far as like whenever you do decide to run your own group, like choose a day and then like give yourself, okay, I'm gonna give myself 3 weeks for the inviting, the hyping, the prep week, giving people time, and then boom, we start on the first day. I will say this, I think it is very important to always have a start date. I know there's coaches out there who are like, oh, we're going to start when we start. But I think that if you have a start date, it gives people, it kind of puts fire under people's booty. Like, hey, girl, we're starting on this day. So we need to get you signed up at least by this day so you can get your stuff in on time. And that's also what I use when I am following up. If I sent someone information, I'm like, hey, what did you think of the video that I sent you for 9 Week Control Freak? Doesn't it seem awesome? Are you ready to join us? Because we start in 1 week and we need to get you like signed up ASAP. So I think having that start date is important. And also because even though it's an ongoing group, the new people who are joining, it's so special for them to start together on the start date. And that's how they develop like relationships and connections with each other, because they know like, hey, we're like the January 11th Control Freak baddies. And then February is going to be the February baddies. So have a start date. In my opinion, it's more beneficial. And for me, like it keeps me sane and also keeps me organized. And I know exactly like when my groups are going to start and all of that. But you should be doing daily invites and daily activities in your stories, just like you see Tanya and I doing, or your coach. Like whatever you see us doing, you're going to want to duplicate again in your own voice and adding your own spin to things. But just what you see us doing, you're going to want to do similar things, especially when it comes to the inviting and the business.
To add to that, what she was saying, and the reason why we always do a start date is because if we go back to our slide or goal of Success Club, we're aiming to hit Success Club every single month. 7 years later, I think this is my 89th month of hitting Success Club. Like I'm always trying to hit it. So every month, my CEO cap goes on and I need something to invite people to. And so I always pick a new start date every single month. It doesn't mean that you start a new program. It just means that you're opening up. It's almost like open enrollment. You know how you have to get like a health insurance on open enrollment date? It's like open enrollment. Like that's when you can get in to my group once a month. That's it. Well, I got to add that to these slides. That's a great way to put it. It's like having a Monday, one Monday every month where it's open enrollment, where people can finally join you. And what happens is, which is why Letty and I choose open groups, because right now, yes, everyone's going to be doing 9 Week Control Freak, but there are going to be months where there aren't a new program to start and people will want to do a different program. And to me, it doesn't matter what program they do. And you know what, maybe 9 Week Control Freak isn't the one that they want to start with. Maybe they ordered it just so they can, get it, but maybe they're starting with 21 Day Fix. But it doesn't matter. So the reason why it's always important for us to have a start date every single month is so that, oh no, what happened? Can y'all still see me? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we can see and hear you.
What's weird, my screen just went blank. Anyway, I'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
So weird. I'm glad I made you the host. Oh, there it goes. Is that we always have something to invite people to, and then we can do that schedule that Letty was just saying, like 3 weeks before we start, maybe we're doing the breadcrumb post of like showing people, maybe we show examples of our pictures of when we're checking our app, or people, people's progress, being like how proud we are of our bod group. And then the next week, now we're like, boom, now you can get started with me. My next boot camp starts on such and such date. And that's how we do it every single month. We have done this same thing every month and we haven't stopped, and it has worked for us. And you'll start to find your rhythm, but that is basically what we do. Okay, so use the business activity tracker. Now, this is something that you would go into your coach office and you can print this out and you use them for a week. So if you want to print out a couple. And if you're someone, especially if you have very little time to run your business, which I assume right now, you weren't just sitting around doing nothing. You have a full-time job, you have a family, or whatever it is, you're busy. So to work more efficiently and more productively doesn't mean work more hours. So Beachbody created this business activity tracker to help you check off go down the list of getting things done for your business. And I always say an incomplete tracker is better than a blank one. It kind of just helps you stay on track. Now, Letty and I, this wasn't around when we started, but this is what we do in our head. Like, this is what we do automatically. You know, number one's easy. That's do your workout. So remember the vital behaviors. That's basically what this is. And number two is what's going to be super helpful for you guys. It is ideas of what to post on social media. It reminds you to connect with people on social media. And as far as connecting with people, because I know this is a huge question that people always ask, how to build your following or how to build your network and how to connect with people on social media. I want you to write this down, YouTube it or Google it. It's a YouTube power hour, meaning you work with the coach for an hour. She just does it live. She's amazing. Her name is Micah, M-I-C-A-H, Folsom, F-O-L-S-O-M, like Mary, Folsom. And she does build your network power hours. And Letty and I do them all the time with our team. And she really just teaches you, like, she literally, like, you work together and she's like, okay, grab your phone. This is what you're going to do. But one of the number one ways, this is how Letty and I connect with people that we don't know and build our following, is by literally like other pages that we follow, like hair products, interior design, whatever you already follow that has like a significant following. There are a lot of people engaging in there. We just start finding people in there that have similar interests or we like, or we're like, oh, she's cute. And we start just talking to each other, and maybe you want to follow them or you click on their page. And to me, like, that's how I start finding people. And then also through like the explore page on Instagram. But there are no right or wrong ways to find people. It just is one of those things that if you have a few minutes, pick up your phone and start doing that. And anyway, so you just kind of go through this activity tracker, and this is will help you stay on track with your business, just especially if you're a pen and paper checklist kind of person.
Okay. We just kind of want to point out with this slide that your fitness journey and your business journey, like if you are going to be brand new at starting a fitness journey or maybe restarting one, or maybe you've already been on one and you're just starting new with 9-week control freak, whatever the case may be, our fitness journey and our business journey are very similar. So both of them don't happen overnight. So don't expect overnight success in either one of them, because that's not how life works. And that's not what this is. Like, getting to work on the best version of ourselves and like getting to be healthiest and strongest and happiest is not going to happen overnight. And you're not going to build a 6-figure business overnight either. Sorry. And then both track to see results. So in the bot groups, you'll be able to track your workouts, to track your shakes. You'll also be able to track measurements. And what Tanya just showed you, the business activity tracker, it's the way that you can track your business. And one thing that I loved about the business activity tracker too, is that you can go back and like just see like, okay, what did I do this week? What can I work better on for next week? Like, what can I improve on? And the same thing with your fitness journey. There's always something that we can improve on, and not every day or not every week is going to be amazing. There's going to be off weeks, off days, but the goal is always to keep improving and keep moving forward and making those learning experiences something that we can learn from and move forward from. And then success is twofold. Right, in your fitness journey, it's fitness and nutrition. Like, you cannot have one without the other. They're both super important, especially in our fitness journey. Like, we cannot out-train a bad diet. We're going to need to do our best with our nutrition. And in business, the same thing, right? Public and private. Public meaning like what you see Tanya and I doing in our stories, like the fun and whatever, like, yeah, that's cool. But then behind the scenes in private, we have these calls and we're putting in action, and we are hopping on the national wake up call and then implementing things that we're learning on that, like the unsexy, mundane stuff, using the business activity tracker, like all of that's going to come together. And in both, as soon as you stop, you get further from the results. Like, think of both of them as like if you're pumping the well. Someone uses analogy when I was first starting and it stuck with me. It's like a well that you're pumping, and it's taking a while and it's taking a while, and then sometimes you get a little discouraged because you're like, where's this water? I've been pumping this well for like weeks or months or whatever. But you know that if you keep pumping, meaning you stay consistent, and by consistent I mean every single day, eventually that water is going to start flowing in both fitness and in your business journey, right? So just keep moving forward. I always say, like, that's the number one thing I can tell a new coach is be consistent and keep moving forward, show up every single day, and I promise, like, it will start to happen. And of course, behind the scenes, you're putting in work and you're doing the mundane things and you're showing up and also doing your part. It's not magically going to happen. Comparison is a thief of joy. In both, you are on your own journey, so put your blinders on, because we all have different lifestyles, different lives. We just all have different paths, whatever, like we're all just different. And so even though you may start on the same day, fitness and business, it doesn't mean that you're going to have the same outcome. Like, her success might look different and probably will look different than yours, and that's okay. There is no right or wrong way or speed to do either one of these. So always remember, that was a huge one for me. I battled with this a lot in the beginning of more my business, because I would see other coaches who like were having more success and quicker success than me. And this was when personal development came in, and I would have to do that personal development to check my mindset and to help me in that area. And I would like have to tell myself, like they said, you're a full-time teacher, like you're working 50 to 60 hours a week, and this is what your business looks like, and that's okay if you're not having as quick success as someone else, because that's her success and that's her life. And so I would always have to check myself and remind myself not to compare myself. So please don't forget that. And don't overcomplicate it. We talked about this in the beginning. What we do can be simple, and it's very duplicatable, meaning like what you see us doing, you now are going to pay it forward and do the same things, just like your coaches are going to come in and they're going to learn from you and do the same things that you will start to do things. And both are not complicated. I think we are the ones that can sometimes overcomplicate things. Like in our fitness journey, you do your workout and you follow the calendar as it is and take those rest days, drink your shake, and you follow the meal plan. And in the business, you are coachable and you do what we teach you to do, what's on your business activity tracker, what you learn from other coaches. Like, you'll start hopping on the National Wake Up Call or Fit and Funky calls, and you are coachable and you take action, and you try not to overcomplicate things, because this really can be simple. And with anything, it works if you work.
All right, guys. So we kind of gave you a lot, but you know, it's our first phone call, or our first Zoom call, and our team calls normally aren't this long. But when you're new, we have to go over a lot just to make sure we explain it all, because we don't get to talk to you every single day, and we're all busy doing our thing. So, all right. So what do you do now? You commit to your program, which you've already done. You're drinking your shake or your supplements, and you are going to commit to 10 minutes a day. I like to read like a chapter a day or listen to something for 5 minutes a day when I can. Some days I can't, but I just do my best. But it really does make a huge difference when I have like that time for personal development. Sharing your journey. Now, social media is not something that you're going to get in like a day. It just takes time to keep posting and just to keep showing up, keep posting. We both have new coach trainings in our Facebook pages, so you'll see those. And then, like we said, guys, don't get overwhelmed. It's just like, have fun with it. Just have fun with it and learn as you go and learn as you grow. And then it's really just find 3 people every single month. And that's really all it is. And how you find them could be so many different ways. Maybe you find them at your church group, or maybe you find them, you know, your coworkers. That is the most popular one. Coworkers or moms, you know, other moms. Maybe you belong to another group or something like that. And that's just how you find people. And it really does. It just like this business to me, if you always think of it as like you paying it forward with giving somebody the gift of health and fitness. Like I always think that what I have to offer is, I'm not just trying to get you to buy a workout program from me. People can get free workouts online anytime. What I want is for them to get sustainable results. I want them to be a part of something, and I want them to have the community, which is what I can offer. And that's what you are going to do. So always remember your value and your worth. and that is what you're selling them. It doesn't matter what program it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing. What matters is that they stay committed and that they stay part of your group, because that's when your business will start to flourish and thrive, is when people stay in for the long haul. And I get people in my bod groups that come and go all the time, and then all of a sudden they're like, I haven't seen their face. All of a sudden they post like the first time in 6 months, like, okay, I've been gone, but I'm back. And man, I've missed this group. And I know now that when I'm away from this group, I get off track. So it's like you really start to understand the power of what we do. And there's nothing like, and I'll end it with this, there's nothing like the first time someone says to you that you helped change their life or that you helped save their life. That is so powerful. There is no amount of money that will ever give you that feeling of when someone says that to you. And I know for me, 7 years ago, when somebody first said that to me after my first group, my first bod group or challenge group is what it was called back then, I knew I was hooked. I knew it, because I myself started coaching because I had my first set of before and after, not even before and after, but like, yeah, I guess result from doing a home workout program after I had my son and gaining a ton of weight. And I first knew what it was like to do a Beachbody program from start to finish and get life-changing results. Like, it really meant something to me, and I felt it in my heart. So I know now when I'm helping people, like, that's what I want them to feel. So that's just something I always like new coaches to remember, that yes, it's a business, but also remember that this is like, it's beyond business. Like, it's a people business. It is changing someone's life. And that's all we got. All right, guys, thank you for being on with us for this full hour. Normally I get, again, it's not this long. The call is being recorded. We will both share them in our team pages if you ever want to go back to them for any kind of reference. And, oh, the Facebook, oh, it's TBB Coach 411 and Beachbody Champions. And that is it. Does anybody have any questions? I know we're running, but no, nobody typed anything in, so just wanted to make sure. Don't forget Monday. Actually, I'm going to give you a hint. It'll probably be Sunday night, because we do have people in the UK and France, that you can start sending out share a cart links to customers. Share a cart is basically what we sent you guys. And you send it, it's so easy. You build a shopping cart and you send it directly through your coach office. Super easy. You just set it up. All you need is their email address. When somebody tells you two things. When somebody already tells you they have a Beachbody on demand account, make sure you get the email address they use with their Beachbody account, because you'll need that to give them a completion pack. If not, they can't get a completion pack. It gets all confusing. 2, a lot of times you'll hear someone says, I have a coach assigned to me, but I've never even reached out. When people get Beachbody on demand or any of our supplements, they get assigned to a random coach, which happens when you guys earn ranks. It'll happen. But sometimes they don't ever even know who the person is. They can switch to you. And when you send them a share cart link, it'll automatically switch them to you. They don't even have to fill out a form, but there is a form if they do want to switch to you. But I'm like, I'm going to send you a share cart link. Just make sure the box is checked that says Tanya Barron is your new coach. It's super easy. So you can start looking and start playing around with sending. I mean, why don't you send, like, if you have a different email address, send yourself one just to kind of see what it's like to do a share cart. And what's great is when you can go back into your share carts and you can check the status. If they've looked at it, if they've purchased it, and right from that purchase screen, there's a button that says add to group. You can add them to your bod group. It's really super, super, super user friendly. All right. Whew, that was a long one. Feeling super blessed and so grateful that we get to all do this together. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.